Today we're going to talk about equations of lines, how to write the equation of a line. There's several ways. The first way we're going to look at is called the slope-intercept form for the equation of a line. We have a slope and intercept. That form looks like this: y equals mx plus b. X and y are the variables, and m is the slope, and b is the vertical or y-intercept. So it's called the slope-intercept form for the equation of a line, y equals mx plus b. If we look at a graph of any line, the b would be where we intersect the y-axis, and then that line would have some slope, which would be m. Let's take an example of using this form. Find an equation of the line with y-intercept 0, 3, so y-intercept of 3, and slope of 1/4. According to our form, we see that the y-intercept b is equal to 3. b equals 3. And m, our slope, is equal to 1/4. So now we just simply plug these numbers into our form to get our equation. Thus m is 1/4 and b is 3. And so our equation of the line is y equals 1/4 x plus 3. Notice 1/4 is my slope and 3 is my y-intercept. Now let's plot a graph of this. Here we have a constructed xy coordinate plane, and we want to graph the equation y equals 1/4 x plus 3. We note that the slope is 1/4 and the y-intercept is 3. And so if we want to graph this without even creating some points, we can just look at the equation and know, okay, my y-intercept is at 3, so that's where I intersect the y-axis. So right here is a point. And then my slope tells me rise over run. So my slope has a rise of 1 and a run of 4. Rise over run. Okay, so I rise 1. Here's 1 point. So I rise 1, I go up 1, and I go across 4. And I have another point here. And so we have 2 points already for our line. You only need 2 points to draw a line, so we could connect up these points to form a line, like this. And so here's my line, y equals 1/4 x plus 3. Now here's another example. Suppose we're given an equation, but it's not in slope-intercept form. For example, this question says, graph 4x plus y equals 1 using the slope-intercept form. Now it's not in my y equals mx plus b, so we want it to look like this. Y equals mx plus b. So what I do is I solve the equation for y. So we solve for y. Very important. So we're going to solve that equation for y. So in order to solve this for y, I have to subtract 4x from both sides. And so what I'll end up with is y equals negative 4x plus 1. And now we have it in y equals mx plus b form, where m is negative 4 and b is 1. So now we're going to graph this. So how are we going to graph this line? We have a y-intercept of 1, b equals 1. So we know we're here on the y-axis at 1. That's the point 0, 1. And we have a slope of negative 4. Well, what that means, remember slope means rise over run. And we have a slope of negative 4. That means we really have negative 4 over 1. So in other words, we rise negative 4, we go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we run 1, so we go across 1. And so another point we have will be right here at 1, negative 3. So here's our 2 points that we can join up and form a line. So we form a line like this, and remember the equation of this line is 4x plus y equals 1. In the next video, we'll see another form of a line.